Right, so what do we got here in the ingredients?
Great, well, it's the most simple ingredients really. For the churro dough itself, you've got some plain flour, which you add the salt to, so just mix that. In a pan on the stove, melt the butter with your water. Very simple, bring it to the boil. And you can either do it by hand, but actually, if you've got a KitchenAid or you've got a blender, even better. Add the butter and water to the flour and salt, and make sure you mix it properly. Make sure it's properly mixed. Then you need to put it. Then put it in the piping bag. In the fridge for at least half an hour. Cool it down. And hey presto.
Okay, let's get to work.
Great. So I've got a bag that I've chilled down already. Some of the mix. I'm going to start with that. This is almost a two-man job, actually. You need someone to cut off the bottom
do you want me to do that
of each strand.
Sam gets on with, Sam will do it.
Well, I'll do the first one, and then you can continue as Eddie's special assistant. So that's about the sort of length we're after.
Now, what sort of temperature is the oil?
The oil's at 160, and actually they take longer than one might think to cook. About 6 to 7 minutes.
60 degrees.
I'm using a piping bag, Tom, but actually, and these are easily available on the internet, is a churrera, and a churrera is, I suppose, like a biscuit press.
Okay.
So you put your dough inside, screw it tight, and then you press it through, which is slightly easier than using a piping bag.
So meanwhile, over here, I'm making the hot chocolate. What we have is cream. We're going to infuse the cream, a little bit of vanilla pod, some cinnamon, and we're just going to bring that to the boil and let the vanilla and the cinnamon flavour the cream there. In this pot here, we've got bitter chocolate, 70%, which is the sort of...
So good quality, good cocoa solid.
Exactly, the best cooking chocolate. So then when this comes back to the boil, what we're going to do is just whisk in the chocolate. It's very, very easy, this. And then we should have a very delicious and chocolatey.
So we've got this lovely. I mean, how does this? I mean, often you think of British hot chocolate as powder, and I mean, some people put water in it, water and powder.
Yeah, exactly. Water, I never think is a good thing in hot chocolate.
No.
It's chocolate cream. I suppose that if you were on a particularly horrible diet, you could substitute milk, maybe.
Yeah, but really cream
I think we'll sort of draw the line at water, really. But I think the real thing with the hot chocolate actually is plenty of good chocolate, and you can see that is looking pretty good and chocolatey. We can take that off the hob and just let that to sit and cool down when the churros finish cooking.
And now you want a golden brown, do you? Or
you want quite a deep golden brown, actually.
Okay, so for the chocolate, it's quite nice to do it in a glass. And we're going to have the chocolate on the bottom and the cream layered on top. So we're just going to pour that nice and carefully into the glass, nearly to the top, because we want more chocolate than cream. There we are.
It's nice and thick, isn't it?
Yeah, it's looking very nice and thick and smelling very nice and chocolatey as well. Then, at the last moment, or now, because it is the last moment, the churros are nearly ready, we're just going to put a little bit of whipped cream on the top for extra
creaminess.
Extra creaminess, exactly.
I'm just going to put these churros onto some kitchen paper to take off any excess oil. And then we're there. One of the secrets is always eat churros hot, like any fried food. Don't hang around. So as soon as you've taken them out of the oil, if you've got asbestos fingers,
here.
I'm actually just going to put some sugar whilst these are on the tray. Just dust the churros with some caster sugar.
Perfect. Let's have it on here, and the hot chocolate's ready to go, ready to be dipped into.
So I can dip and go.
Dip and go.
This is very, very exciting.
One last sprinkle, and there we are.
Go straight down to that. Get that cream out, make it nice and messy.
Exactly. You're meant to make a horrible mess.
I eat these for breakfast every day. Thank you very, very much.